I struggled with leaky gut for over a decade until I finally realized how to beat it. And it was not through using antimicrobials and killing stuff and trying to get rid of parasites and all that stuff. I tried that for a decade, and yeah, I made some progress, but there was still issues. The number one thing I had to do was identify what was still causing the inflammation, okay? And there was one thing that was causing the inflammation more than others, and I'll get to that in a second. But the first thing I had to do was I had to change my diet, okay? I had to get rid of the common irritants in the diet, the things I was eating the most of, most frequently, the things I was craving, the things I was addicted to. Those things were triggering my leaky gut because I wasn't breaking the foods down, and they were triggering this inflammation response. So the main foods that caused this issue was 1, dairy, 2, eggs, 3, nuts and seeds, 4, gluten, 5, too much meat. Whatever food I was eating the most of in that category was most likely to be the irritant. Once I removed those and started eating fruits, vegetables, rice, potatoes, beans, lentils, small amounts of meat here and there, small amounts of cheese here and there, then my body started healing. Body started to be less bloated. I started to be able to break down foods better. I started to feel much better, okay? My immune responses went away to all these foods. So number one, I had to change the diet. Number two, I had to go ahead and investigate the environment. If I was still living in a house that had mold, and guess what? It was going to be only so much progress that I can make. And I didn't realize I was sensitive to mold toxins, and that was preventing me from actually healing. So when I was living in this house, I could eat the right food, but I still wasn't feeling 100% because I was inhaling mold toxins, and it was triggering my immune system and causing my stomach to flare. Also, the mold toxins would go into my stomach and literally wipe out my good bacteria and cause me to flare. So that was the main missing link that I had missed for 10 plus years, was that it was mold sensitivity that was leading to the leaky gut. So I had to remove the food triggers. I had to identify the environmental trigger. I had to change the way I was thinking, get rid of some of that stress, but then I had to use supplements, of course. And the number one supplement that helped me the most was raw colostrum, then bifidobacterium. Okay, there's one product by Seeking Health called Probiota Bifido. Then acacia fiber, number 3, okay? Then arabinogalactin, then bee propolis. These things are all extremely critical for my immune system to start to stabilize and my gut to heal. What people don't realize is your gut can actually heal in 5 days. Your gut lining can heal in 5 days if it's not being irritated by something we're doing. So if there's nothing in the air, if you're not eating anything that's triggering you, if you're not taking supplements that are triggering you, your gut can really start to restore itself and stabilize within 5 days. I've seen people that are taking 30 different supplements and eating the wrong foods, and as soon as they change their diet and get rid of all the supplements, guess what? Their gut problems go away like that. Right? It's not that complicated, everybody. You have to identify the irritants, you got to be willing to make changes, and then you got to use the right supplements after you've got rid of the irritants, after you identify if there's an environmental issue, after you've identified if you're eating things that are still triggering you. Once you make those changes, then you can really heal. And then the supplements actually work. Reach out to me if you need help. I went through this myself. I help clients do the same. Take care.